Hi guys, so now that the Modern Warfare 4 beta has been live for a couple of days and people have gotten to play it more and more, and I have gotten to play it more and more, I wanted to give you an initial thoughts about the game and whether it actually is worth it to play and maybe to buy the game. And to give it to you straight, yes it is. But of course I didn't only come here to tell you yes and that you should buy it, but I also came here to tell you why I think you might like the game, and more specifically why I myself like the game. So this is going to be of course very subjective, but there might be some objective things that I will mix in there, but in general I wanted to give you some quick thoughts about how I feel about the game and what the game offers to you and what I think is good and what I think is bad. So this isn't going to be a very comprehensive list, but this is going to be something that I observed in my relatively short / normal time of gameplay. Firstly, I wanted to start with the good stuff, so things that I myself liked about the game. The first and most noticeable thing that you are going to notice, and that I notice as soon as I start playing a match of this game, is the gunplay and the gun feel. It's great. It feels like the weapons have weight. It feels like when you're shooting, you are actually shooting a gun. I think, honestly, they nailed the balance between the visual gun kick that we had before, which was like too much, and also the visual gun kick that is very tame in like Black Ops 7, let's say. So I think they nailed the perfect middle ground. For me personally, I think that it makes the weapons feel punchy and it makes you feel like you're actually shooting something at the enemies, but at the same time it's not so bad that it would be obstructive or that you couldn't see what you're shooting at because of it. The second thing is the movement. There is no Omni movement in this game, so you can say goodbye to that, and it is going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I actually prefer it. I think this kind of slower pacing of movement reminded me really of the Black Ops Classic playlist in Black Ops 7 right now. It feels more deliberate. It makes you feel like you need to get ready for some gunfights. You need to know where you're going, you need to know what you want to do, and it gives you a little bit more purpose into your movement. It's not like in Black Ops 7 where you can just jump around with no repercussions and you can just turn around 360 degrees and kill everybody around you with no real downsides to it, nothing really holding you back. Like, it's not so crazy. The slide is a little bit crazy still. I feel like they could tone down the slide a little bit, but in general I am liking the movement and I think it's better than in Black Ops 7, because in Black Ops 7 it can get quite crazy right now. So movement is a big plus for me. I enjoyed it, I like the change of pace, and I think it's a very positive thing. Next up are the animations. In-game animations with the guns and everything. This kind of ties into the gunplay and gun feel, but just the animations that Infinity Ward is capable of making are amazing. I don't think they have a match on the market right now, and I think the animations are top-notch. And also the menu animations. In general, I like the animations in the menus, and kind of like when you level up a gun or when you level up your profile level. It looks and sounds nice and just makes me happy to be leveling up. Also, the animation at the start of the match is kind of interesting. So what we have in Black Ops 7 right now is just a countdown timer. So you're basically just standing there, seeing the numbers go down, and then you can actually start playing. Here in this game, instead of that, we have this kind of like infill animations where all the operators just get into the match, get on the map, maybe load up their guns and get ready. And there's no numbers, you just go right after the animation finishes. I think that's a nice touch. At first I felt like it might slow down the game, like why is it there? But then I thought about it as like there's no timer after, you just go in the game. So this is kind of, I think, better and looks nicer than just standing there and waiting until the number goes down. While I'm talking about the UI animations or the animations in the menus, I want to talk about the UI too. It is much cleaner, it's much nicer, well organized, and there's going to be more menus, I believe, when the game actually launches. Right now we only have 3, which is Play, Create a Class, and Store. I haven't opened the Store section, I don't know what's there right now, probably just the game, but I think it's nice and tidy. I like the general aesthetic of the UI, the like golden accents and the golden text of everything, the golden menus. feel nice, and they do make the game look better and different than the last couple of Call of Duties. Next up, I want to talk about the time to kill, which is basically just the time that it needs you to kill an enemy. It feels faster than in Black Ops 7, and I think it actually is. Looking at the exclusive Aces video, he actually said that it is actually faster, and it does feel like it, so yeah. And I actually like it. I think I prefer it to a slower time to kill. I always liked the Infinity Ward faster time to kills more, so this is a thumbs up for me. Then we have sound design. I mean the overall sound design of the game, how it sounds, how the guns sound, how the ambient noise on the map sounds, the explosions, the footsteps and everything. I think the audio quality is great. I think it's top notch. I think in Infinity Ward, again, as with the animations, they are very good on the audio side as well. So I think no complaints here. Maybe a little bit on the footstep side, because I feel like people have wall hacks sometimes, like they can hear me running around the corner through a 3-4 meters thick wall. So sometimes it feels a little bit strange, you know, it feels like they are wall hacking, although they are not. I think they're just listening in for the footsteps. As for me, I don't hear the footsteps as much. I don't know if it was just a case of people using Ninja, because we have access and there is Ninja in this game. It's a little bit strange, but they did mention that they are going to work on this. I think they should tone it down a little bit so it doesn't feel like people can hear me through 4-meter thick walls. But in general, I never really cared that much. It's just sometimes it's strange when they can hear me so much. And I don't want to rely on always using Ninja so that they won't be able to hear me through walls. So that's, I think, a good point there to mention. But overall, the audio design of the game is great for me. I also want to talk about the atmosphere. I think, and by this I mean the general atmosphere of the game, the setting and everything. I really like it. I already said that I was very excited for Modern Warfare 4 just for this reason, or specifically for this reason, that we are going back to contemporary war, to modern times, not future, not past like World War II, but actually contemporary war. And I really like this gritty kind of atmosphere and aesthetic. I love the operators that there are. There's a lot of milsim operators, and I've always preferred those over crazy and wonky skins that look like they came from a carnival. It is true that usually we start the game's life cycle with more tame and realistic operators, and over the seasons we get to more crazy skins, but for now, how it looks in the beta and how it will probably look at launch of the game, I like it. I really like this atmosphere. I like the grittiness. I like the realism. It makes the game feel much better for me atmospherically, and that plays a huge role in how much I enjoy the game. And lastly, I just quickly want to mention that there are actually score streaks. Although they are called kill streaks, they do give you score for playing the objective too. I think Call of Duty mentioned this on Twitter, saying that there are kill streaks, but you also get a little bit of score towards your kill streaks by doing or playing the objective, which just basically means there are score streaks. And from my experience playing the game, sitting on the hard point, or capturing flags in domination, or collecting the dog tags in kill confirmed, it just feels like normal score streaks. It doesn't really feel like it's kill streaks but a little bit of score for something. It feels like regular score streaks that you would have in Black Ops 7 right now. And now for the bad things that I did not like about my experience in the beta right now, but they still might change until the launch, so we don't know. But firstly, I want to talk about the controller sensitivity compared to Black Ops 7. It is a little different. There's just something in the game that makes the sensitivity feel different, and I can't quite put my hands on it, why it feels that way. There's just something in the settings, or maybe it's with my controller or how the game accepts my controller, but it feels a little different to Black Ops 7. Like, I was really locked in, I was really dialed into Black Ops 7 sensitivity, and now I came here and the sensitivity feels like a little bit off. Like, feels that there's something different. But also, I've played enough of the beta by this point where I've gotten used to it, so it's not so bad, but it still feels a little different. So not a completely bad thing, and I can easily get used to it, and it's not a deal breaker at all. It's just strange. Second bad thing I want to talk about is tag sprint. There is tag sprint in this game, and I have been barely using it. I completely forgot that it's there. I don't really like it. I don't use it much. I don't want to use it. I really loved Black Ops 7's approach to this, that they put it as a perk and not as a default thing. I would really like to just for them to increase the base sprint speed and just remove tag sprint, or just make tag sprint as a perk the exact same way that it is in Black Ops 7 now. It is there. I think they're not going to get rid of it. I think they are going to have tag sprint as default, as is in the previous Modern Warfare games, but it is what it is, I guess. But the third bad thing that kind of ties into the atmosphere, the grittiness, and the contemporary war theme is that the operators are not tied to factions, but they are tied to loadouts. So you basically just have one operator. It doesn't matter which side or which faction you're playing for, like Las Almas or whatever other factions there are, maybe 141 or SAS or something. It doesn't really matter because your operator is tied to your loadout. So whichever side you're on, you're always going to have that one operator. And also at the same time, this is something new that I'm not really sure if we had before, but the fact that you have your operator tied to your loadout means that if you change your loadout mid-match, you're also going to change your operator. And this is kind of strange because I always see some enemy player that I form a rivalry with as that operator skin that he uses. And I always see that operator skin and I always know that's him, that's the player, and I want to get at him, you know, I want him to make my nemesis, or he probably already is my nemesis, and I want to take him down as much as possible. But now that player can just change their operator mid-match just by changing their loadouts and having a different operator in a different loadout. And I don't really like that because, okay, I'll see that, okay, they probably changed their operator, but then I see the name, you know, maybe they kill me or I kill them, and I can see the name in the kill feed, but it still feels different, you know. I don't want to look at the kill feed to make sure I killed that player. I just want to know I killed him because I see the skin, I know that's always that player, and when I kill him I can feel good immediately and I don't have to look and read the kill feed. I can just continue playing and focus on the game and what's in front of me. I think that's a very strange thing that they did here, and I think there's also time until the launch of the game where they can change this, but I don't know if they will. Like, they absolutely could, but this is also a decision that they made, and I think they're going to stick with this decision. I don't like it, but it's not a deal breaker. It's not a huge deal. It's just a little bit annoying. It feels strange. Like I said, I want to know that that is the player with that skin, and if they can change it now, or if I can change it, I don't know, it's meh. And I have a third category here, which I quickly just want to get through. There are 2 points that I have here, and the first one is matchmaking. Put it in like a miscellaneous category, not good or not bad, because I don't really have a lot of experience with the quick play matchmaking. It is that new style of matchmaking that they are still improving, and they say that it's much better and had much better statistics, all of that. And then there's open matchmaking, or an open playlist in the beta. I mostly just played in the open playlist, and I must say it feels great. It feels much better. I also tried quick play. It didn't feel as good. It just didn't. I had a much better experience in the open playlist, and that's why I only play in the open playlist now. The gameplay you're seeing in the background is from the open playlist. It just feels good. I like it. I prefer it. I don't want the new style of matchmaking that they are having now. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. They say they are improving it. It's a little bit different than before, maybe, or at least that's what they say, but I don't really know for sure. I just know that right now I prefer the open playlist, and that's what I'm playing. And the last thing I have here is just a small funny thing, but the headshot icon in the kill feed looks like a football. Like a normal, regular football. And I know that like if you look at it directly, or if you zoom in at it, or if you just really look at it, it is a skull that's cracked. But with my peripheral vision, when I'm playing the game, and I kind of glance at it on the kill feed on the left side, it does look like a football to me. I don't know why, it just does. And yeah, there it is. These are my thoughts about the Modern Warfare 4 beta right now. I must say that I'm really excited about the launch of the game. I'm also really excited, and I'm going to play more of the beta. I'm going to also play in the open weekend next weekend, which might actually be a better experience overall because more people will be able to play the game and try it out for free. So we'll see how the experience feels then, but even now in the open playlist, I'm really liking my experience with the game. And I, again, must say that this is very subjective. This is what I like about the game. I like Call of Duty, I like Infinity Ward and Modern Warfare Call of Duties, and this is just a game that scratches that itch that I have, and that's why I don't really have anything or a lot of things bad to say about the game. Most of the same things that I said here are good, and I do recommend the game for anybody trying it. But again, it's your money. You should play the beta right now if you have access to it, like early access if you've gotten a code, or you can play it next weekend when it's going to be open for all platforms and even Nintendo Switch 2, which is going to be interesting. So yeah, so that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and also leave some comments. Tell me what you think about the beta if you have played it, or maybe you haven't played it yet and you're excited to play it in the second weekend. See you.